Welcome back to the Cowboy Bebop Show, everybody. It's a little wet out here. I have pretty much a free day today, and I want to bring you guys something special um, that's near and dear to my heart. And you guys know I love my family, the grandkids, passions, knives, hats, and guitars. All right. The first thing I'd like to do is shout out to my man Kevin over at Hats and Guitars. I'll leave you the link. Click on it. Sub to his channel. Sub to mine first, but sub to his too. He is my go to guy when it comes to advice, all right, on hats, whether it be cowboy or a fedora. So without him, this might be a disaster. Anyway, I'll leave you guys the link. Kevin's Hats and Guitars. Okay, so what I did was I saved a bunch of money. For instance, say I wanted to go buy the Clint Eastwood Man with No Name hat, the good, bad, and the ugly. Well, I had some old cowboy hats that I never wear, so I figured, let's see if I can do a little modification on these. All right, so trial and error number one is the Man with No Name, Clint Eastwood, good, bad, and the ugly cowboy hat. This used to be a Justin cowboy hat, ladies and gentlemen. First thing I did was I bought the the Clint Eastwood hat band. This is available on Amazon. And what I had to shorten the brim. So what I did was I used scissors and I cut around it. And you know what? It was okay to dress up as cosplay, but I'm not happy with it. The crown should be taller, right? It is like kind of a telescopic, crown. The crown should be taller, and the brim. There's too many. I see too many bad defects around it when I cut it using scissors. But guess what? If you look at my tribute to Clint Eastwood video, you'll see it really didn't turn that out that bad, you know. But if you want to inspect it up close and personal, see the defects. All right. Let's see here. Just a quick photo of Clint back in the day and then recent. Still rocking the poncho. That's not the movie issued hat. I'll tell you that right now. I could tell it's not. But I'm glad to see that he's still you know, rocking that poncho as I am. All right. So, when I get another hat to see if I can make a Clint Eastwood hat, I'm prepared this time. My two best friends when it comes to, you know, reshaping, redoing hats. Number one, I call this the Hat Jackman, the Hat Jack. You want to increase it, this thing will be your best friend. Increase the size. You want to trim the brim, what you need is a brim cutter. This guy does the trick. This It's so much easier, quicker, and precise. All right. So next time I get a brown cowboy hat, I'm going to take that band off and just redo it, and it'll be to my liking. All right. I'm a perfectionist, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So that's number one. All right. Speaking of Clint Eastwood, all right. Now this is important. You guys ever see the Outlaw Josie Wales? Okay. Keep that in mind. What I did was I had this hat that I didn't really like. It was kind of like a gust shape. It's by Bailey, called the Clayton. All right. Here's a picture of what it used to look like. So I took a tad off of the brim. All right. Reshaped the crown and replaced the hat band to give me my Clint Eastwood Outlaw Josie Wales. Bit distressed too. All right. Here. So I curled it up again. Now I don't have a curler. All right. It's just patience, time and patience to get that curl accurate. Now this did come with a curl already, but it was too thick. It was like too wide of a curl. So I just did a little trimming and then I recurled it myself. And I even put the, you know, one of these on it. What do you call this? What do you call it? I'm drawing a blank. They are distressed. If you ever see the movie, his is like all sweaty and just crazy looking. A slight pinch crown. So there was like my project number two. Again, if I wanted to do Clint Eastwood Outlaw Josie Wales, I can get the rest of the I can get that coat, and I don't think anybody would give me a hard time. All right, now we're gonna keep this on for now. By the way, anybody interested? This is my R.M. Williams Akubra. I call it my Johnny Depp style hat. I love this hat. All right, next on the agenda. Oh, okay. I got to change. All right, we're back. All right, let's get this out of the way. All right. You guys ever see Seraphim Falls? Well, the character, Liam Neeson, also known as Carver, he wears, I swear, two hats in the movie Seraphim Falls. All right. So, what I did was, I tried to get a, it's hard to see because of the black backdrop. You guys ever seen the movie and you're paying attention to what kind of hat he's wearing? I swear it's two different hats. Like 1 minute it looks like a Humberg, next minute it looks like a fedora, like an Indiana Jones. So, once again, what I did was I took a little bit off the brim, and I love this hat, by the way. I wear this all the time. It's, I got a lot of dogs, guys, so I'm always brushing and getting packing tape and getting hairs off. So, anyway, I'm a real channel, guys. I'm not a fake. All right, you get to hear our little, you know, what do you call it? Anyway, the Liam Neeson Seraphim Falls hat. Um, now, speaking of Seraphim Falls, I can't just do a video without showing the knife. Gideon, his enemy, carried the Magnum by Muella. Oh, this is probably my second favorite movie knife of all time. All right, if you don't have one, I highly, get dirt on my knuckles, I highly recommend. All right, so there we go. This is the Seraphim Falls Carver. Now, what brand was this? This brand was, oh, the Bradford Western by Resistal. And I did trim about an eighth, maybe a quarter inch off of the brim, again, using my trusty brim cutter. And I think this turned out perfect. Minus, a little dust and hair, and I even curled it. All right, I curled it. I gave it a good, pencil brim curl, but not in the front. It kind of dips down in the front. You guys see that? Slight. It's a slight curl. All right. I love this hat. I think I'm going to wear it now for the rest of the day. All right, now we're getting to the highlight. All right. Guys, ever see the movie Australia? Have you? Huh? Hugh Jackman. The Hat Jackman. All right. Hugh Jackman in the movie Australia. I'm going to get rid of this coat. But first, this was a big old heritage cowboy hat by the Bowman Hat Company. I wore this thing, but everybody says, my God, that is the highest crown on the planet. So I never really wore it. And then I thought about it. Time to do a little trimming and reshaping. Ready? Here's a picture of before. Okay, you with me so far? Here is what I was aiming for. All right. Get rid of this coat. This has become one of my favorite hats. How cool is that? I wear this all the time. All right. Like what I did with that hat band. If you ever give it a Google, I did my best. He has some sort of macrame, like rope string, and I added a little kangaroo. This came from my boy, Aussie Pete, all the way from Australia. I kept the original hat band on it because this, the one Hugh Jackman wears, you look close, it does have a hat band on it, but then he had, dressed it up a little with, I guess, things he collected on his adventures. But anyway, again, trimmed it, curled it, little dip. I can't believe that this hat was this, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So I tried to buy the Drover. That's what they call this, the Drover. I tried to buy one online to have one custom made, $700-800. That ain't happening. All right. So let's end this video by probably my favorite hat in my collection, and that is the Akubra Camp Trap. I didn't do much to this. The only thing I did do was this is the Akubra Bluegrass Green Camp Draft. All I did was I was inspired by the hat styling, the hat band, so I, did my own. And I took this macrame that you see on here, that rope, and I dyed it like an olive. So anybody out there has like any questions, more specific, detailed questions, let me know, and I will do my best to help you. So glad you guys time out to watch this vid today. All right, it's a little chilly. The snow has melted. All right. Hey, be safe as always, anybody. Again, shout out to Kevin. Leave it a link. Just tell him Cowboy C-Bop sent you. All right, he's my boy over at Hats and Guitars. I'm thinking of changing my channel to, Cowboys, hats, knives, and guitars. But I don't have the collection of guitars he has. Oh my God. He's got a guitar collection that's pretty similar to my knife collection. It's insane. And his hat collection, don't even get me started. So anyway, if I lived nearby him, he would never get rid of my ass. All right, so get over to his link, sub, and you guys have yourself a wonderful day, and I'll see y'all soon. All right, thanks for watching.